My husband did something gross to me. Posting from a throwaway because my husband follows my account and I don't know what to do or feel and I need some advice and I can't tell my friends about this. I feel degraded. Last night something happened and I'm really grossed out and upset. My husband was out with a few of his friends and he was having a few drinks and he came home a little drunk. He's one of these guys that when he gets a little buzz on he's all about sex, which is normally fine, but last night I was not feeling good and very tired, so I went to bed as soon as he went out and I put our 3-year-old to bed. I was in bed when he came home almost asleep. He knew this and when I heard him come home I figured he would chill out for a bit and then come to bed. Instead he came upstairs and comes into our room and sees that I'm still awake and I ask him how his night was and we talk for a few minutes and I tell him that I am tired and was almost asleep and that's when he aggressively jumps on the bed, rips the covers off of the bed. I sleep naked. I try to pull them back up because I am not in the mood at all and he is fully dressed still at this point. He keeps pulling them down and insists that he wants to not have sex but go down on me. I tell him I'm not in the mood for that and I was almost asleep and GTFO, but in a nice way. He doesn't listen and aggressively rips the blankets off me again, spreads my legs and jams 2 fingers in my vagina. He did it so hard that it hurt. I pulled back and that's when he takes them out and spits on my vagina, but not in a sexy way whatsoever. It was so gross. I'm pulling away and he starts rubbing it in and aggressively fingering me. After a minute he looks up and sees my face and sees that I'm not enjoying whatever he is doing, and he just gets up and goes downstairs and he didn't come to bed. I cried most of the night thinking about how gross and painful that was. He has never ever done anything like this to me ever. I don't know what to do and it hurt a lot and I thought it was so gross. This morning when we're both getting ready for work I asked him if he was hungover and he said no and left for work, so he couldn't have been that drunk. I just don't know why he did that. Should I bring it up again or move on? Story 2. My boyfriend, M20, thinks I'm ugly because I am not sure how to deal with it. So, I was talking to my boyfriend about the day we first met, and I said, joking, that I couldn't believe a guy like him would DM a girl like me, mainly because he first saw me at a concert and I was soaking in sweat and had smudged makeup all over my face. Then, he proceeded to tell sweet things about the day we first met, until he started talking about the fact that beauty isn't everything, that even a friend we have in common, that usually wears short clothing and is really beautiful etc., wouldn't be like that forever because beauty is temporary. Well, he basically called me ugly. I'm not dumb. The thing is, I actually am. That's a dumb question, but I don't really know how to deal with my emotions now. Should I feel offended? Of course, reading that broke my heart, but after some thought, I realized that considering that I'm actually ugly, maybe he's just being honest instead of lying to me? Maybe that's better? I don't know. I feel so bad right now, knowing he's with a girl that he probably doesn't feel attracted to. We started dating 6 months ago, and it has been perfect. It's still perfect. Honestly, this is more venting than seeking advice, sorry. Just wanted to talk to someone about this. After he said that, I said, joking, haha, you didn't need to call me straight up ugly. But don't worry, I understood what you meant. He then started apologizing desperately. Honestly, I shouldn't have said that, because I made him feel guilty for being honest. Anyways, he said that I'm pretty, the prettiest for him. I made him lie because he felt guilty. Maybe he isn't lying. I don't know. I just wanted to be pretty. Story 3. I, 36F, declined to send my boyfriend, 48M, nudes, so he accessed my personal email to see if he could find any in my sent messages to others, throwaway. He will absolutely recognize this post if he sees it, but I would rather nobody we know does. I have been with my partner for coming up on 3 years now and it seems like he has always shown a certain disregard for my personal space/boundaries. Early in the relationship he asked me to send him nudes and I said no, I have never sent one and won't start now. Saying it once was not enough, he kept asking but eventually he did leave it alone. Fast forward from that and he moved in with me a while back because his lease was up and he hadn't found a new one. Shortly after arriving in my home he went through my closet and underwear drawer and grilled me about unused sex toys that had been a gag gift from a female friend after my last breakup. I explained at that time that I didn't feel being in a relationship with him meant I relinquished all right to privacy or my own space. More recently he began to grill me about the last time I had talked to my ex before him and I said, not since we've been together. I couldn't figure out why he was so stuck on it. Eventually he admitted that he had accessed my phone, which I didn't lock at the time, read through like 7 years of my email looking for any nudes I had sent to others, none, I have never sent a nude, and found an email I had sent to my ex saying I wasn't comfortable being friends on social media after said ex sent me a friend request. This one email had been sent while current BF was broken up with me and dating another woman, and I had literally forgotten about it given that even that exchange happened years ago. Anyway, I have been unable to get past the feeling that this is not only a tremendous violation of my privacy and anyone's who emailed me, but also just the latest in a pattern of him feeling entitled to my personal space. I'm seriously considering ending the relationship over it. Assuming I can get him to go, do you think there is any chance of counseling improving this side of him, or is failure to respect my privacy just a trait he's always going to have? I wouldn't send my partner nudes, so he accessed my email without permission to see if he could get any I might have sent in previous relationships.